folks, welcome back to the ABC Journeyman. I am the Custard Prophet. This is episode 11 of our third club, which is Bashley, and we're trying to take this tiny little side out of the Southern League Division 1 South. Problem we are having is that we have ridiculously poor finances. We are, no matter what we do, we are in further debt, and we're pretty much at the limit of what we can do in terms of removing players from the squad. But irrespective of all of that, we're still doing all right, and we're still in the hunt for a playoff spot. Yeah, folks, the playoffs are only 2 points ahead of us. We have got a game here against top of the table Cadbury Heath, which is going to be a challenge. They have beaten everyone in front of us, but we do have the top goal scorer in the league in our ranks. As you well know, Nehemiah Richard Knoll, that man. So first of all, let's have a look at transfers that have happened. Yes, there's been more ins and outs. Dan Cousins, the centre back, right back, who we bought in to provide cover on the right side and also in the centre. He's not played many games. He's only played 5 games. He's left because he wasn't getting enough games. We've also let Mustafa Bangura, one of our youngsters, go out. He's potentially someone who could get somewhere, but it's the finishing of 4 which worries me. He's got a good first touch. There's definitely some really nice stuff in the mentals and potentially the physicals, although strength of 3 is a little bit rubbish. But there's maybe a player waiting in there, but I'm not quite sure that he's the player that we really want. But players in, Matt Berry Hargreaves from RC Warwick. He is a centre-back. We bought him in. He's played a couple of matches, done pretty well. He's very, very slow getting off the mark with acceleration, but actually relatively fast when he's at top speed, which is an interesting one. I guess he needs to be running downhill to be effective. But he's done okay. He was complacent in the last match, which worried me a little bit. But he's done all right, and he's had a couple of games in there in place of Dida. And we've just brought in Dean Rose, the Dean Machine Rose, who is a left winger. And this is someone I hope can give some cover for our left-sided midfielder, who is just basically there on his own. He can also provide cover at left back, and we don't really have that at all. Or potentially go on the other side as well. So he's not played a game, and he's going to be starting on the bench today. But he has come in, I think, from Torquay United. So he's going to be excited to get some proper football under his belt. We've had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses since we were last together. The 2 losses came straight after that very nice victory over Royal Wootton Bassett that you saw, but a loss at High Flying Wellington was as fairly expected. They played well. We didn't really get going in the game. Lost 2-0. Against Bridgewater at home, I was a little more disappointed with this. We should have done a little bit better. We lost 3-1. Again, they're doing well. Early goal from Frankie Monk, but their second half performance was very, very good, and we just could not live with it. First half, we were dominant. It was an interesting match. But then we played bottom of the table Yate, who I think it was a good time to play them, and we were dominant in the game. Monk and Kose getting a goal. I think that was Kose's first of the season. He started to do a little bit more, actually. I'm getting pleased with Mr. Muhetik Kose. Home against Tottenham. Tottenham, I think they were 15th at the time we played them. 0-0 draw was quite disappointing. I felt we should be doing better against them, particularly that they had the better of the play. That's a little bit of a worry, and we were coming into a little bit of a difficult run with a away game against Porchester, who are, I think they were a couple of places above us. We scored a penalty from Richard Knoll. They scored late on. I think a draw was probably the fair result, but it's a really good result against the team who are in and around us. And then Hamworthy United, we beat them 4-0. 3 goals from Richard Knoll. He's gone back to the top of the goal scorer charts, and Frankie Monk with the other one. Really pleased with that. And if you look at this, he's battling it out with Ruben Wilson from Helston for that Golden Boot award in this division. And apparently 30 goals is the highest anyone's ever scored before. So you've got these two guys running away with it. He's battling it out for the Player of the Match award and the Average Rating award with him, and they keep kind of moving past each other. It's quite interesting. But today is going to be tough against Cadbury Heath. It's going to be one which we're not expected to get anything out of. But if we do, potentially we're just 2 points short of Bridgewater United now, the team that we lost against not so long ago. And yeah, wouldn't that be nice, a victory there. Right, let's dive into the match. So, team we're going to be going with, and you can see all of the links being made between various players that seem to be playing together quite nicely. We've got a very settled team, which is great. We're missing only Kearney, who's on his 3rd match of a suspension, which he got for too many yellow cards, and he gets one every game, so that's what we expect. But front line, Richard Knoll and Nicolau playing together very nicely. Gleeson is linking with them well at the minute. They went through that patch where they were kind of felt like they didn't know each other very well, and then all of a sudden they've clicked again, so that's great. Midfield 3, Monk on the left, and we've now got Rose as backup there. Smith in the middle. I mean, he shouldn't be good, but he's doing a good job there. Particularly good with the pass, which is interesting because I don't think he's actually... he's not great with the pass. So 6 passing and only 5 vision, so you'd expect him to be not great, but he's finding some passes. And Kose, who's come into his own now, he's playing well. The fans were criticising him, and I said, I believe in you, Muhakit. I can't say your name, but I can believe in you. And so he's doing well. Backline, slightly new look backline. Fielding, Sullivan, Matt Berry and Wooldridge on the right side. Wooldridge playing really well also. Hollard in goal. It's a good team, but I think this Cadbury Heath team are much stronger than we are. So we're going to have to play really well to get anything out of this, I think. Right, maybe an early highlight. Sullivan fires it up the pitch to their centre-back Green. Hodges, the right-back, fires it back. Good quality non-league football. Here's Gleeson. Can he put Richard Knoll through? He does. And he finds the net. What a start there. Cadbury Heath, 1-0 down against Bashley. They've just lost their last game, actually. I forget who they were playing, but they just lost it as well. So maybe they're on a little bit of a down. But a great ball here from Gleeson. As I said, he's just linking up well with the front two now. And Richard Knoll scores a goal. So that's goal number 33, I think, of the season for Richard Knoll. But kick-off highlight, which it always spells doom for us. Well, maybe not today. Gleeson, Smith. Smith loses the ball. I was praising him for being such a solid player in midfield. So that's not great. Hodges over the top. Oh dear. Thompson in. Oh, it's 1-1. It was, defensively that was not the best stuff. Big hole down on our left side there. I mean, we had the player there, but what was he doing? He just didn't track the run. Big gap between the left back and left centre back, and who is this? Barry Hargreaves. He didn't get in front of his man there. So 2-2, or 1-1 even. Nicolau off the bar. Beautiful free kick. Right, it's going the other end. It's Cox. Osborne Cox. As he goes, he's coming in again. Well, Sullivan's cleared it. We got that. Not quite. Green. He's trying to pressure him. It was nicely done. Again, a beautiful little bit of play here. Oh my. That was fabulous goalkeeping there. And we play it out quite confidently, but losing the ball here. Another ball down the wing here. I think we're going to have to do something about that. I think we're going to try and play them more centrally. We can't keep having these crosses coming in. if we can avoid it. So we're gonna try and get them playing through the centre by trapping them on the inside there, and see if that makes a difference. Strong side Cadbury Heath though. Right, chance here. 23 minutes, free kick opportunity. Hodges. Oh, just over the top. Clips the net on the top of it, but still we're in a decent place. Well, we get to half time, no more highlights. 1-1, really good. You can see XG wise, we've done okay, but Cadbury's Heath, they've had a couple of very, very good chances, so it probably should be 2-1 to them, but we've held on and are playing some reasonable football. I think we might well bring on Rose at some point soon as a replacement for Monk, who's not doing great things on the left side, and see how he does. But there's a lot of yellow cards actually on the Cadbury Heath side. So here's Barry Hargreaves. Or Matt Berry, not Barry Hargreaves. Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Oh, dear me. I was watching, I don't know what I was watching, but it was the ball over the top. Barry Hargreaves gave his man far too much space here. Look, a massive hole between the two of them. Just a long ball, and that is no. What are you doing? You're running into the middle like that. Should be closing Clayton down. That's rubbish. Right, so we are going to make some changes here. We will be bringing on Dean Rose for his first match. I'm going to play him now as a winger because that's what he likes to play. We'll do that on an attack role. On this side, let's put him as a winger. So we've got two wingers. I think that feels all right. New player coming on. We might have to bring Dida on. Barry Hargreaves seems to be very good at picking up cards. And I think we go back to a balanced approach rather than cautious. Now we're 2-1 behind. Disappointing after taking the lead. That is very disappointing. But can we get back into this? Hodges. Green. He throws up the pitch. Here's Cox. Need to try and close them down. Stop the passes going through us. Far too many of them. That's a lovely oh, he got the ball surely. They're going to give a penalty for that. Oh, he clearly got the ball, but the ref gives a penalty. Here's Cox. Oh, what a save! Oh, it goes straight back in front of him. It's Jordan Cox on the rebound. Dreadful penalty. Goalkeeper makes the save, but couldn't do anything about the rebound. So we're 3-1 down. Disappointment. So Rose has come on. He's not really had much chance to change the game, and he's already, we're already looking like we're going to struggle to get much out of this game. And oh, it's it's Makepeace, Kian Makepeace, and that's a fabulous strike. And we look all over the place all of a sudden. I'm going to break them, and not sure what's going on here. It's Gleeson though, 4-1 down. Sullivan. Oh no, Makepeace has got it. I've not seen this guy's name. I think he must have come on. Corners. Oh, I've been fiddling with the corners. We still seem to be giving away far too much. Here's Makepeace again. Ball through. Oh wow, we got away with it. We got away with that one. So I think we are going to make a change up top. Nicolau is coming off. Thomas will come on. I'm going to play him as a pressing forward on support. I'm going to bring Gleeson a little bit further back. Hopefully he can link up better with these guys here, and maybe find the front two. Exactly what other changes we might want to make. He's overwhelmed by the feedback, Jesus. But it's a lot of the game to play, and we are way behind now. It's amazing how quickly this has turned around. Rose just loses the ball, and he doesn't seem up to speed with the game at all. And maybe it's a bit much to ask a 19-year-old to come in his first ever men's game of football and say, well, can you do a job here? I think it's he's not done. He's not really been part of this game, has he? He's not done anything. Long ball up. Can Richard Knoll? He gets it back to Gleeson. Gleeson does well. It's Rose. Oh, what am I saying? Oh my! What happened there? How did they stop us having a shot? Dan Smith. He gets through that. Richard Knoll's through again. Here he comes. It's in. It's a second goal for Richard Knoll. Very nicely done. But it's far too little too late. 78 minutes gone. I think we are going to make a change at the back. We're going to bring Barry Hargreaves off, I think. And let's do that now. He's tired. He's got a yellow card. And I'd much prefer to have Dida on there at this point. Well, it looks like that's it. It's unless there's a late chance here. We've got the ball here. Smith, he's done a reasonable job. Oh, that's a dreadful pass from Wooldridge. Expect more from him. I think this must be the end of the match highlight. Clayton, Thomas, Tomlinson even. Is he going to have a shot? Oh, it's a weak shot straight into Hollard's midriff. I mean, it's a fun one. You look at the XG, 3.24 for Cadbury Heath, 2 for us. We've certainly not been shy to have a shot here and there, but yeah, second half we were steamrolled, weren't we? Were in for a period of the play. Here's Mohamed Kose. Ball is going long. Thomas can't get anywhere near that, and they come back. Well, 4-2 against top of the league. You can't really expect too much there. They had their penalty. They managed to score that. There was a couple of chances there, wasn't there? Good save by the goalkeeper, but he couldn't do anything about the rebound. And then very soon after that, another goal really just gave us no chance. We did score late on, but was not to be. Another 2 goals from Richard Knoll to add to his ever-growing number. But yeah, that's a bit of a setback, but we don't have to play them again, so that's good. So there we go. We've dropped down to 9th, which is pretty disappointing, but we're just 5 points short of Bridgewater in 5th place. That's catchable. Let's just see what sort of set of games we've got left. We've got Plymouth Parkway up next. They're 18th. I would hope we can get 3 points there. Then Shoaling after that, 14th. Moneyfield 16th. Poulton 6th. They're right around us. And then Larkhill in 12th. It may well be, I'm not quite sure, but if we look like we're still in contention, we might well come back for, I don't know, maybe the Helston Athletic game, because we're going to go up against our the other top scorer. Maybe quite a high scoring game, but yeah, if we can pull a few points back, and I think we're entirely capable of that. If we can sort of get in this place, we might then show you the very end of the season and see how that goes. Anyway, folks, Richard Knoll, he scored another couple of goals. It wasn't enough today, and we couldn't do it against Cadbury Heath. But we are doing all right. We're still top half of the table, playing pretty decent football, scoring some goals, creating some chances. We just got done by some maybe poorish defending, but that's the way it is against the really good sides. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next episode, which may well be us going head to head against Helston Athletic. See you then. Bye bye.